On Friday, the 29th March 2019, the office bearers and Qaideen of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Association from Switzerland embarked on a 3-day trip to Istanbul. The aim of the trip was to visit the historic old town and museums and thereby learn more about Islamic history. At 5 p.m., all participants arrived at the agreed meeting point where they were greeted by Sadr Majlis, Mr. Shahid Iqbal. At the beginning, he gave important information about the trip and its organization. The journey began with a silent prayer together at Zurich airport. Punctually at 18:40, the Turkish Airlines flight took off to Istanbul with Sadr Majlis, 16 office bearers, 8 Qaideens, 2 guests, and 3 Murabbiyan Silsila on board. Hazur Anwar, may Allah be his helper, had graciously granted permission to the Murabbiyan Silsila to accompany the Khuddam on this journey. After 3 hours flight, the group landed in Istanbul and arrived at the mission house of Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat in Turkey at 1:30 a.m. at night. After a short rest, the Fajr prayer was offered in congregation at 6:30 a.m. Local Jamaat members had been kind enough to prepare breakfast packages as the group left for their tour immediately after the prayer. A guide waited at the world-famous Hagia Sophia and received the group. During the following 12 hours tour through historical sites and mosques, the participants covered about 18 kilometers on foot. On this day, the group visited tourist attractions such as Hagia Sophia, Sultan Ahmad Mosque, Topkapi Palace, Suleiman Mosque, and the Great Bazaar. The travel guide led through all sites and explained with a lot of historical knowledge and interesting stories about the historical significance of the sites. The lunch was taken together, and afterwards the Zuhr and Asr prayers were offered. In the evening, smaller groups were formed. They had the possibility to do activities together according to their interests. The participants enjoyed the dinner, and after the Maghrib and Isha prayers, all went tired to sleep. After the Fajr prayer on the next morning, Sadr Majlis thanked the Murabbi Silsila, Mr. Sadiq Butt, and local Jamaat members for their kind hospitality. After a short briefing and breakfast together, the group left the mission house to catch the return flight to Zurich. All participants were tired but happy to have experienced the city of Istanbul so intensively in such a short time. The flight arrived in Zurich at 1:30 p.m. and all returned home safe and sound. Alhamdulillah.